Gonzaga Nation SI, I'm your host, Dan Dickau. Today's special guest, one of our other offerings on our website and our podcast network is the Sack and Jack Show. Former Gonzaga player Rob Sacre teams up with former Zag broadcast alum Jack Ferris. Jack will be our guest as he's a San Francisco local, sharing with you if you're going down to the Sweet 16 where to fill up your tank, and that's not the gas tank, which we don't even want to look at the
You don't
price
want to do
down
that
the
here.
bay.
Sure as hell don't want to do that here.
It's talking about getting yourself energized with a good meal. So, Jack, appreciate you joining.
Yeah,
Lots of good restaurants in the Bay Area. I've been to a number on the trips I've made it down there. I'm not from there, so I'm always at the mercy of the concierge at the hotel or a local giving me a recommendation. What do you got for us?
Again, so there's a number of places that are just fine around Chase Center, but as we mentioned, that area of San Francisco is brand new. It's very void of culture. 10 years ago, as you mentioned, it was just a bunch of warehouses. So I would highly, highly recommend getting out of there to eat if you have more than a few hours. So I broke it down, Dan. I'm going to give you a breakfast spot, a lunch spot, and a dinner spot. How's that
Perfect.
sound? Let's go to this. My broiness is going to shine through here. I recommend this if you're with a group of other adults. This is a no kid brunch. It's called Chubby Noodle in North Beach. It is a world famous brunch. It is Asian cuisine, and I know that's not necessarily what you think of when you think brunch. Trust me, they deliver. You need to several days ahead reserve a slot because I think they do like a 9:30, a 10:30, and an 11:30 brunch, and it's 45 minutes. You're in and you're out. They bring you food. They bring you food. All you can drink as well. So bottomless mimosas.
That's why
bottomless.
you picked it, I see, huh?
Yes, it's one hell of a way to get your day started. I think it's like $55, $60 all in per person. It is well worth it because you're trying food that you would never normally try ever. Like it is like off the wall Asian cuisine. Very, very good. Chubby Noodle Brunch. Again, I would not recommend bringing kids. It's a younger vibe. It's like a mid to upper 20s vibe. So if you're looking for that kind of day, that's where you want to start. Chubby Noodle in North Beach. To lunch, ton of great pizza spots. The best pizza spot, without a doubt, is Tony's. Now, there's a couple of different restaurants, kind of like Original Joe's. Have you heard of Original Joe's?
There's in San Francisco,
yeah.
Or is it like Elf in the original Ray's Pizza in New York? Is it like that?
Yeah, kind of. There's like 4 Original Joe's in San Francisco. I couldn't even tell you which one the original one is, but across from one of the Original Joe's by Washington Square Park is Tony's Pizza. Tony, his last name escapes me. He's a well-known, world-renowned pizza guy. His spot. I'm being so specific to North Beach. I apologize, but that's just how it is. Tony's Pizza in North Beach is unbelievable, and you could sit out on the patio right by Washington Square Park. You can see Coit Tower to your right. It's an excellent spot, good lunch spot. You can't go wrong with pizza. I'm one of those guys where any pizza is good pizza. This is a next level exceptional pizza, and you're going to want to come back to San Francisco for this pizza. So it's Tony's. That's my lunch recommendation.
Well, I'm a pizza guy, so next time I'm in the Bay, I'm definitely going to be checking out Tony's.
Tony's, brother. And then for this last one, I'm going pretty touristy. So much of the dinner experience, I think, when you're out with friends and when you're, there for something like Gonzaga basketball and you want to like do a little bit of tourist stuff. A lot of it is the ambiance, clearly. And for that, I would recommend Sen's or Fog City Diner. Both of these restaurants are right on the Embarcadero. Sen's is in Embarcadero Center 4, which is a skyscraper that's right across the street from Fisherman's Wharf. It's on like the second level. It overlooks the ferry building, the world famous ferry building. It overlooks Market Street. It overlooks the Bay Bridge. you're going to pay for the view when you
Yeah.
order a cocktail. But like, if you're looking for an Instagram pic with your friends to make them jealous, Sens is it. Sens is it's a really cool spot. It's never too crowded because it's tough to get to. Like, and again, if you're going to this spot on like a Friday evening, it's going to be packed with the white collar crowd, happy hour crowd. If you go Saturday, it's going to be dead. But you probably won't be going Saturday because, knock on wood, hopefully the Zags are playing. But yeah, weekends, Saturday or Sunday, there's going to be nobody there just because downtown San Francisco kind of it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
When it's not 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. But that's probably to your benefit if you're from out of town looking for a spot like Sens. Fog City Diner is just a famous spot. It's right down the street from Sens. It's on the Embarcadero. The view isn't as good, but it's just classic San Francisco. And yeah, that's another one of those things where when you see it, you're like, oh, I've seen this in a million movies. And again, you're going to be paying for it. But hey, when you only have like 36 hours in San Francisco, you got to do one big fancy meal.
Well, it sounds like you got a couple great options for different times of the days for any of our listeners that will be down there. I've got one for you. Hopefully you've heard of it. Hopefully you've been there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and had a good experience. And it's got a Gonzaga connection as well. It's over by the University of San Francisco. Gonzaga, we used to eat our pregame meal at times at this restaurant years ago. Obviously, the budget for Gonzaga basketball's increased, better hotels, better food. But it's a restaurant that's been featured on Divers Dine-Ins and Drives with Guy Fieri. I've gone back and I've taken my family there because of that show. But Tommy's Joint, it is an eclectic mix of kind of like cafeteria style. Go on down the line. I want some of that. I want some of that. I want some of that. Next thing you know, your plate's overflowing. You go to check out, and it's a $28 plate of all the different things that you just had catch your eye on the cafeteria line. Have you been there?
I have, yeah. Thomas Joint. It's excellent prime rib. And Dan described it perfectly. It's very cafeteria style. It's like it would be like a 5-star cog.
Yes, for any former Gonzaga alums who ate at the Cog years ago.
Yeah, it's right on Van Ness, right smack in the middle of San Francisco. You can't go wrong with it. Yeah, and I don't think you can really pinpoint what ethnicity the food is.
You're exactly
It's
right.
all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, there's smoked turkey legs. There's like kielbasa and sauerkraut. There's the prime rib you talked about. I think I've seen salmon on the menu before. You're just kind of at the mercy of what the general manager must have ordered a week before and they had arrived that morning.
That's right. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, there you have it for Jack Ferris and myself, Dan Dickau, and Gonzaga Nation SI. We've given you a list of great restaurants to check out while Gonzaga is in the Bay Area for their Sweet 16 matchup against Arkansas and hopefully an Elite 8 game against either the Duke Blue Devils or the Texas Tech Red Rangers. So check us out on all social media platforms. We'll catch you soon.